Hey everyone, Ryan from FRP here. Just wanted to quickly go over the SCT tuning section of our website. We use SCT as an option for most models from 96 model year to '03. So if you have like a Dakota, Durango, Jeep, Ram from those eras, Viper as well, um, odds are we will use SCT on it, or at least we can use SCT on it. There are a few exceptions to that rule. And it also covers certain models from '04 to '06, like '04 TJ, '04 WJ, um, uh, uh, and Viper. Viper and Viper Truck are the main exceptions to this rule, where from '04 to '06 we would use SCT as a tuning solution. Just want to go over the different options. So if you're looking at buying a tune from us or tuning services, the first thing that you need to confirm is, one, is it supported? Like I said, basically all models from 96 to '02 are. There's very few exceptions to that. '03 to '06 is where it starts getting a little sketchy. Worst case scenario, if you're not sure, um, give us a call, shoot us a message, send us an email, send us your PCM part number. We can confirm it for you. We're obviously not trying to sell tunes or tuning support to anyone that we can't actually tune. Um, Worst case scenario, in almost all cases, if SCT doesn't support one platform, then we can use HP tuners. More on that on HP tuners in another video. So anyway, past the issue of support, we need to confirm whether you already have a handheld or not. We realize that most people may buy a handheld used, or maybe they used tuning from a competing service and they want to switch to our tuning services. We understand that these things do happen. So if you fall into that category, you're going to be buying one of these where it just covers tuning only. You'll see that we have options for both with and without handheld. If you do not have a handheld, you need to get one. So that means that you would be buying one of these services. We get a lot of questions as to what defines can tuning versus custom tuning. Um, you know, oh, I have XYZ modifications. Do I need to run a custom tune? So the easiest way to break that down is for almost all platforms. If your car or truck is stock and or maybe has bolt-on modifications, maybe aftermarket like a catback exhaust or a cold air intake, maybe a throttle body, any conjunction of those, like the 318 and 360 trucks. If you're running an aftermarket intake manifold, as long as you're using stock camshaft, stock injectors, we can use the can tunes. And basically, the can tune is a known good file that we send. That we've already gone through the effort to test it. We've vetted it through our R&D process. Odds are we've had it on the chassis dyno, where we've done some extensive street tuning at the very least to make sure this file is good, and we've also tested it for consistency from truck to truck. We do include one free revision. If we run into problems with the tune, it's very rare that something happens, but if we have every once in a blue moon, we'll get someone that says, hey, this tune is causing my truck or my Jeep to spark knock. We will obviously take care of that. We do recognize that people tend to modify in steps, so like I said, we do include one free update. But that is the gist of what the can tune service provides. If you have aftermarket injectors or a camshaft and or ported heads, or your head's a cam, or you did a stroker, then you require custom tuning. The biggest difference between can tune and a custom tune is the custom tuning, it's obviously more expensive, and the reason why that is because we're going to use, with the help of data logging and a wideband O2 sensor, or otherwise known as an air fuel gauge, we're going to data log the vehicle, and we're going to revise the tune back and forth until we're both mutually satisfied with how the vehicle runs. So most, since we're talking about SCT and we're talking about JTEC controlled vehicles, most JTEC controlled vehicles take 3 to 5 revisions from start to finish. Some are even less, but typically 3 to 5 is kind of the norm. If it runs a little bit over that, that's okay. It happens. I do factor in a little bit of time to do some basic troubleshooting. Of course, I expect the vehicle to be ready, but we all know that sometimes, things happen, sensors fail, exhaust leaks, vacuum leaks, typical new build issues arise. So that's why we kind of do it as a flat fee. I've already been able to figure out, just from years of experience, approximately how much time I'm going to have into something, and so that's how I have decided on this pricing. Custom force induction should be pretty straightforward. This is for if you have or intend to add a supercharger or a turbocharger. This is the tuning that you need. Of course, we have all those same services with the handheld included. And then we also have a couple of other options down here. If, let's say, you bought CAN tuning and now you added a cam, so now you need custom tuning. It is an additional fee. It is a reduced rate, but you would need to upgrade from CAN to custom tuning. To that point, if you, say, ordered a CAN tune and now you've gone from a bolt-on vehicle to a supercharger or turbo, you would need an upgrade from CAN to custom force induction tuning. After you select what tuning package you need, you fill out our build sheet, and basically this goes through basically your personal info, PCM part number. If you have an SCT device already, we need the serial number from that device. The tunes are serial number specific, so I need to have that if you've already bought a handheld. And it's basically, I need you, the customer, to paint the picture of what we're working with here. So, if you have a Jeep inline 6-stroker that's 11-to-1, I need to know that, okay, it's going to be, 11-to-1 compression ratio, so I know where to put the timing. Nitrous info if it's applicable, cam info if we have it, octane of tunes requested. With the CAN tunes, you have the ability to request additional tunes for different octanes. So for almost all platforms, we have 87, 89, 91, and 93. So it's no additional charge to have all 4 of those files included with your purchase. The rest of this stuff is pretty straightforward. You add the cart, you fill out your shipping and your billing info, and that is the process. We'll do another video talking about data logging, how to load tunes, etc., etc. More of that is going to come soon. For now, that's it. Thanks.